Like her childhood hero Tony Stark, Riri aka Ironheart has no superpowers save for her brilliant inventive mind. A teenage tech genius, Riri Williams is basically a younger, more wholesome version of Tony. Instead of being a billionaire playboy and global arms dealer, Riri is a brilliant young inventor from Chicago who studies engineering at MIT. Notably, Tony made his Mark I armor in a cave in Afghanistan using scraps after he was injured by the very weapons he sold. Meanwhile, Riri made her Mark I armor in her home garage after she was inspired by Tony's suits. Designed to be Iron Man's successor in the comics, many of Tony's defining characteristics are mirrored in Ironheart. While Tony used Stark Industries to develop his line of armored suits, Riri crafted the Vibranium Ironheart Mark II with Shuri in Wakanda, the first collaboration between Ironheart and Black Panther. This happened after Riri made a working vibranium detector for the CIA, gaining the attention of the FBI, Talocan, and Wakanda. Just like Tony's clever little gadgets, Riri's inventions tend to drive the MCU's overarching plot, which is likely to also happen in the Ironheart series. When we last saw Riri in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, she had to leave the Vibranium Mark II armor in Shuri's lab when she went back home. But before they parted, Shuri did leave Riri a gift, restoring her dad's car so she has a ride in Chicago. Set around the same time as Echo and Ms. Marvel, Ironheart picks up where Wakanda Forever leaves off. In Ironheart, Riri no longer has access to Wakandan super science, so Riri figures out a different way to join the MCU arms race. Parker Robbins, a.k.a. the Hood, serves as Riri's benefactor, funding her next experiments in armored suit technology. And with help from the lab at MIT, Riri actually achieves her next goal, creating the Mark III Ironheart armor. But all this will come at a price. In the comics, the Hood is a man named Parker Robbins, who gets attacked by a demon wearing a red cloak and boots. Parker fights this demon to the death and wears its clothes, granting him mystical powers. What Parker didn't know is that the demon's clothes actually bind him to Dormammu and the Dark Dimension, the real source of his sudden talent for dark magic. So in Ironheart, Parker aka the Hood uses these powers to somehow aid Riri's experiments, which means dark magic could be involved in creating the Mark III armor. Curiously, in the Beyond comics from 2006, the Hood is one of the characters pulled by the Beyonder into Battleworld. This means that the Hood is the only comic book connection between Ironheart and Secret Wars. Also, Riri and the Hood combining science with dark magic may be the perfect way to get the unwanted attention of Dr. Doom, who's long overdue for a surprise appearance. So what do you think will happen to Riri Williams and the Hood in Ironheart? Tell us your theories in the comments. And thanks for watching ScreenRant.